to crypto and you're a little bit surprised by this sudden pump in Ethereum and how everything suddenly did a 180, then welcome to crypto. And basically what's happened in the last few days is the sentiment has shifted massively from Ethereum being under investigation and there being no way in heck that the SEC can approve an Ethereum ETF to now it seems as if something has happened in the background and now they seem to be really expediting and getting ready for an Ethereum ETF. Now, two things to think about. First thing is, well, anything can happen. We have no idea what's actually happening in the background. We are speculators, we are enthusiasts. We're not actually at the table with them. So who knows what BlackRock said to Gary Gensler or who did what. Remember, these guys are all part of the central table, a round table rather. Vitalik, Schwartz, all those guys, right? They all sit around and talk to each other behind the back. What we see is a facade, right? Stuff is happening at Coinbase, the lawsuit with Coinbase, all that sort of stuff. That's mostly for show, right? The CEO of Coinbase and BlackRock and all these guys, they're all friends, right? They're all maybe not friends, but they eat at the same table, they play in the same golf fields, they have conversations that are off the table, right? There are agreements that were made years ago, maybe even decades ago, that are just being executed one after the other, right? So all of this stuff that, we lay people fret about, are surprised about, are pre-planned, right? And they just go through the motions, they do all the legal stuff for the facade, and then they just execute what it is that they want. Remember, they're not in power for nothing, right? They control absolutely everything, right? So that's one thing to think about. The other thing to think about, of course, is it's election year in the United States. So things aren't always as they should be, right? When politics gets involved and, decisions are made to benefit a political position rather than a financial position of what's actually real, right? So who knows who made calls to whom and what decisions were made, right? So and we're not even sure anyway. We're just speculating even still, right? The market is speculating because they think that an Ethereum ETF might happen. It might not happen, right? It might still be disapproved. But the fact that the sentiment appears to have changed from the government, the SEC that is, from no way in hell, go away, we're going to sue you, your security, to, yeah, it might actually happen. Mind you, it's happened in Hong Kong, it's happened in different parts of the world. It's just the United States SEC that seems to have different criteria for what a security is or what's legal and what isn't, right? So all of these things are regional, all of them are political. Some of the decisions have already been pre-made and we're just going through the motions. Now, what about XRP? Now, I haven't spoken about XRP in a while because my XRP is in park mode, like I said. So I've parked it up in a cold wallet, in a come what may sort of situation, because I know that soon enough, we're going to see that God candle. Having said that, I do have exit plans set up, right? I have my off ramps already tested and ready to go. I'm not necessarily going to talk about that because, I don't know, people are not really happy when you mention XRP, people's heads explode for whatever reason. But consider that XRP is sort of next in line. If an Ethereum ETF gets approved, one, it shows that the SEC can change its mind and it can change its mind very quickly. Number two, it might signal that Gary Gensler himself is on his way out. The SEC is on his way to be either disbanded or reshuffled or whatever. And when that happens, the lawsuit might just simply go away, right? And if this happens, that news in and of itself will obviously pump XRP. Now, again, that the FOMO is back, Bitcoin is approaching an all-time high yet again. Pepe hit all-time highs. The FOMO seems to be back. The money's flowing in. The ETFs are pumping like crazy. One announcement of an XRP ETF, even if it's not in the United States, right? Even if it's like in Hong Kong or any of those other places, will spark the fire that is going to cascade XRP to the moon. Remember, XRP is still in the 50 cents range. That's absolutely insane if you consider what it is and where it could go, right? I think XRP should be dancing with the likes of Ethereum. That's the price range, right? And now maybe even Solana is in that sort of bracket as well, since they've experienced such a massive pump thanks to the memes. But XRP, yeah, I think we're starting to see a little bit of a movement. And this could actually happen. Now, it's not financial advice. Of course, do your own research. And obviously, there's still the legal issues. And of course, the government seems to have a special place in its heart for XRP, either positive or negative. It's really, really clear that they're treating XRP completely differently to how they're treating all the other tokens, in terms of how vehemently that they're going after them legally, and how meticulous they are with, or should I say pernickety rather, they are with what's this, what's a security, what do they do, that when millions of other tokens, well, when thousands of other tokens have done much, much worse than XRP, and they basically haven't batted an eyelid. Perhaps it's an ego thing. Who knows what's happening with that, right? Another thing is, there have been some collaborations that have happened very, very recently with XRP. Other people covered it in their videos, so I didn't make a video about any of it. That if that had happened to even Solana or Avalanche or any of those other guys, we would have seen maybe 100% pump in any of those other coins. And it didn't even move the needle with XRP. It's so amazing how this one coin is such a complete, like, it's completely decoupled from reality, right? What's actually happening with the price is completely decoupled with from what's happening in reality. And when the coupling happens, right, when all of the doubt goes away, I think we're going to see fireworks like we've never seen before. And I think that those that have been hodling XRP army, those who have stood the test of time, who have taken the ridicule, who have been sort of laughed at and pointed at, look at you, you're holding a dead coin, yada, yada, yada. They're going to tell you that you were lucky, right? Oh, you were lucky to have been in the right place at the right time. No one's going to see the fact that you've been holding that coin since 2020, 2018, 2017, and you've been through a bull run with no all-time high, and you've been through the legal shenanigans, all the FUD about Ripple spending all your money and dumping and all these crazy things, right? You would have made it through all of that. And people are going to look back in hindsight and tell you, oh, you were just lucky. And then all these armchair experts and all these armchair analysts are going to come out of nowhere and say, yeah, it was a no-brainer. And they're going to do retrospective videos about how, yeah, you could have just bought this here, it's a no-brainer, yada, yada, yada. Whereas when it was actually happening, when we're in the winter, the crypto winter, people were fearful, people were dumping, people ran away. It's not easy, I've got to say. You look around you and, Pepe is pumping, hitting all-time highs. I mean, Pepe is just a meme, right? It does absolutely nothing. It says it on their website that this is a nothing coin, does absolutely nothing, could be a rug pull, do it at your own risk. And they still pumped like 1,000,000% from inception. And you think about XRP, that's providing CBDCs around the world, cross-border payments, world currency bridging, etc., etc. No movement. It's just astonishing to me. But if you think that the movement is not going to come, then you're kidding yourself. Anyway, not financial advice, do your own research, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.